never came back. Except for one duck who actually could talk English, and he spooked me out, and I hated him because I hated that. The talking duck became a friend of mine, and I made him into a co-host. Actually, his name's Eric now.
What? I thought I was a co-host. What's going on there? Like I said, Chuck, there is no show quite like Mustard Castle.
Well, okay, I got to change the subject for a second.
I just love it. I just love it.
That was our commercial interruption.
I realize I just have to give a little advice to your audience. When they listen to your show, don't do anything in the kitchen. I was trying to slide a few pieces of cheeses. I almost sliced my fingers off.
Oh, man.
When you sing, it is so funny. I keep laughing and crying. No, don't do anything in the kitchen. Don't do anything with martial art when you listen to this show.
No.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous to your life.
Okay, do it on the couch.
Okay, yeah. Or, you can do it on the paper.
Well, you can do it on the counter.
Who's the one blowing in their microphone? I gotta say goodbye to someone. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna put on a little jingle here, and we'll be right back with Mustard Castle Paranormal Radio. Yow. Hang on, I'm on the air, man. All right, we're back.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing, man?
Yeah, I got a question.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of crash, boom, bang noises in there.
Can you hear me, Chuck Bay?
Yeah, you're breaking off.
How about now? Am I clear now?
It's okay if you eat and chop things up. And we want to hear the screaming when the duck dies.
Chuck, you haven't been to Nevada yet, right?
No.
Chuck is eating a duck.
Nevada, yes, I've been there twice.
Have you driven through the back road freeways where you're out in the middle of nowhere? No, I don't think you have. I mean, this is a true story. I'm not. They've got signs out on the side of the freeway. They're making. They have. This is not. Well, it's gonna.
Wow, your neighborhood is really. Hello? Hello?
Good.
Oh,
Oops, can you hear me? Alien
no.
jerky.
We got you.
Like beef
We
jerky.
got
They got alien jerky.
okay.
Am I cutting
This
out?
is okay. I have difficulty to listen because you only come up with words and then disappear.
All right. Maybe I need to go outside because sometimes at night the connection gets bad.
Yeah.
No, well, maybe. I don't know. I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, they got alien jerky they're selling out there in Nevada on the side of the road.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes like chicken.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
you know-
yeah. We grab a couple of bags and back to Hong Kong, and everybody love it. Once I open one, and then it disappears in like 10 seconds, and then it's gone.
Well, you know what it really is? It's actually human.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's hybrid. It's hybrid alien human jerky is what it is.
Well, yeah, human.
Yeah. Well, it's humans and the Greys. I think the Greys. Here's what it is: the Greys are abducting the humans, and then they're taking them out to the desert
can sit in
out
here
on
and
the
hear
other
it.
side of the mountain, and then they're
can hear
cooking
it.
up the
I put
humans
it
and they're
on- I
making
put it on
jerky
so
out.
you can hear it.
No wonder I have
Yeah,
I
shut
have
that
tasted
off.
one
It's too
of
cold.
one
Shut
of
it
the
off,
jerky
please.
and we have a nipples on it.
It's that window. Push that one button.
They sell it
So
at
it-
McDonald's.
Not that
It's a McDonald's too now.
I'm showing it to my friend. I say, look at it. This looks like a human nipples.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Thank you.
That was my uncle. That's
All
what.
right, sorry, guys. Okay, we got an audience in here now.
Do we have an audience now?
Yeah, actually, I think we do.
I got to ask Chuck a question because this is important. Chuck,
Yeah,
let's say
actually.
for example, Chuck, go ahead.
Oh no. You go ahead.
Okay, Chuck, let's say for example, Chuck, you were home down the street.
You're breaking up, Eric. We can't understand a word you're saying.
You're cutting out pretty bad. Wait,
yeah,
try
very,
again.
very bad. I cannot even understand. Have I
Well,
tried what?
You sound good now. Try it again.
And he better not be talking about ducks.
You'd better be talking about that.
Okay, if you're not talking about ducks, you're fucked.
I concur.
Are going big these days
Yeah.
in fancy restaurants. $7.50 a pound.
$7.50
All right.
a pound. Yeah.
There's a random female voice cutting in here.
Who is that? Yes.
I told you that there's guests here.
Stevie Nicks here, live.
Hi.
No, but I'm here, which is probably
think
a lot
what?
better.
Sorry?
Is it alright if I could bring Stevie Nicks in?
No, I don't want no pictures.
Wolfman has an alien coven there. That these female alien coven.
Is it
that
okay
He's
if
got working.
Well, I feel like you would like a picture with me. That's just my opinion.
So, you guys are into the paraphernalia.
Both paraphernalia and paranormal. Yes, both.
And I'm very spiritual.
I don't like your dog. I don't.
Sorry, my dogs.
Huh?
This is my dogs.
No,
My
there's the
dog.
guy that's on your screen. That guy.
Come in.
That's who we're talking to.
Yeah, can you see me? No, there's no
No,
cameras.
nobody can see you.
Good.
Okay, Chuck.
I saw it.
It is
Okay.
hot.
I'm gonna put them up to the roof. Let them go up to the roof. Go.
I don't go live on Spreaker anymore, and it looks like I'm. Wait a minute. Fuck. Okay, I don't do that anymore. Where it looks like I'm live and I'm doing a 24-hour feed or something. I'm not doing that anymore. Only time when you see me go live, I'm live.
Who is this talking?
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are alive. Actually, all of us are live.
Oh. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Or
Who
we
was that
wouldn't be-
talking? Who just
Or we
talking? Is
would
that
not
Eric?
be speaking.
No, that is the Wolfman.
Oh no, that was Wolfman. Yeah.
Oh, that was woman. Okay. Are we losing Eric? He said he has serious questions he wanted to ask. But I never...
Am I breaking up now, or am I clear?
Clear.
You're-
Go
you're
ahead.
Clear now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my
How
question.
can we break up? We just met.
Hypothetical situation, Chuck. You're walking down the street. All of a sudden, you look down and you see a marijuana joint on the ground. You don't know it's a marijuana joint, but you pick it up because you're curious, and then you smell it, and you know then now it's a joint. And so, if you were to fire it up and start smoking it, what would you get in trouble? I mean, are they tapped into your lines? I mean, how much trouble is it for you to get if you got caught doing that in Hong Kong?
Well, probably much less so in Hong Kong than it would be in China.
Yeah, it is a serious crime. Even if they find you have marijuana on your body search, if you have a pack of it in a pocket, no matter you use it or if you have quite some amounts of it, then they will treat you like a drug dealer. That is even more serious crime.
Over
But
one
if
joint?
you have less amount of it, if the amount is not big enough to treat you as a drug dealer, but that is also illegal.
Okay, wait a minute. I just saw something from Mark, and he posted something about holding 2 Canadians in Hong Kong, and then he erased it. It's gone. What's going on here?
Say that again? What's that? Say that again?
One of my...
Excuse me.
What does that mean? Okay, they're holding 2 Canadians in Hong Kong for nothing. Why? For smoking. Okay, for smoking marijuana. Oh, yeah. So there you go.
For smoking marijuana,
Really?
yeah. Smoking marijuana is
So
illegal.
that's a big crime in Hong Kong, yeah?
Yeah, it is illegal, yeah.
Wow. But they can pollute Beijing with manufacturing, and that's okay? Oh, that's in China.
That is in China.
Yes,
I don't
sorry.
know about as I know, smoking marijuana in China is also illegal. Well, not many countries can step forward like the United States, like
Amsterdam.
That's right. I mean, not many countries can step that fast. It takes time. So, but as far as I know, Hong Kong government, they are considering using marijuana as
Well,
a
sit here.
medical
Come sit.
medical purpose for cancer. So they are seriously considering it. So I think that will be more easier or relief for marijuana in Hong Kong in the future.
Yeah, but here's the thing about marijuana. I mean, like, for one, it's a very much more resourceful resource of making paper. For two, we can also make concrete way more efficiently. I mean,
and
anything
plastic. And plastic
and clothes and
can
plastic
make fuel for car, fuel for the vehicle, and so many things. Marijuana can cure cancer. Can cure Parkinson's disease and can help on depressions and so many things. The CBD, so many things, so powerful. But the thing is, the Hong Kong government, they don't really know the truth. And they're too busy to deal with the truth. Even UFO stuff.
I'm really surprised that you know about CBDs.
Wait a minute. Do you really think that the government over there is not aware of the benefits? Or do you think that it's more of the fact that they are aware of it, but it's going to is going to reprehend all the investments that they have in all like cotton and other industries like that, which would easily be replaced by the cultivation of and not even the psychoactive parts of the plant, just the other parts of the plant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it seems very foolish to me that they're not. It just seems foolish. It's absolutely foolish. I mean, the marijuana plant, even if you discard the psychedelic properties of it and you just use the other properties of it, I mean, we've got a much more efficiently replacement for cotton with with the herb, and not just that. I mean, everything from concrete to clothes to building sails on the ship to just there's a million different applications.
So obviously Gigi's a pothead smoking guy. Yeah, he's a hippie. All right. Yeah, can you dig it? All right.
I'm sure you can dig it, but that's actually the ironic thing is, dude, I used to be a pothead. Like 10 years ago, I would not even check the mailbox unless I was high beforehand. Like that
Not
was
me either.
I was that guy.
Checking the
But
mailbox would be something
I actually,
we
like,
wouldn't want to do.
I don't know if they've changed the recipe, if they're putting some other shit in there, like I don't know, but whatever the case, I actually I hate weed now. Like I do not enjoy it whatsoever, which is really weird. You know what I mean? Because 10 years ago I enjoyed it. Let's put that in the context of something else. Let's say painkillers, right?
Okay, I want to hear more because we don't have him on for long, Gigi. So I want to hear what Chuck has to say about marijuana in China more. So direct it towards him, and let's have him answer you.
Right. Okay. China is basically more conservative countries, so they're more strict on the rules of marijuana, and they treat it as drugs. And Hong Kong government treat it as drugs as well. You know, we have poster on the street, the anti-drugs, no cocaine, no all the others drugs, and usually marijuana will part of it. So they treat marijuana as drugs, and so people who basically just take what the ideas and what the government want to give up the messages. So the people, most of the people, majority people of Hong Kong and China people, they treat marijuana as drugs.
So basically,
until recently, we came out and we voice out the benefit of marijuana, how everything that Gigi just mentioned.
Awesome.
And then people start to realize.
Have you ever heard of Rick Simpson?
Sorry, say again.
Chuck, have you ever heard of Rick Simpson? He's done some leading research on cancer research and healing people, healing people with marijuana that have cancer.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I do some research on this one because in my own program, we talk about conspiracy. We talk about, we also mention about the medical mafia. And once we talk about medical mafia, and people will always have questions to me, say, okay, if you say the medical mafia, so what is the best way to cure cancer? And unavoidably, we have to raise out that marijuana can cure cancer. And probably because of my audience, they are all open-minded. So they are easy to absorb this kind of information. But for majority, and people will think, oh, Chuck, you smoke as well. That's why you want to say marijuana that can help. You want the rules to break. People will have so many conspiracy mindset to think, but I can tell you, under some experiment I did with my friend, or under some of the tests, the marijuana can help.
Okay,
on
so
cancer, definitely.
but when you look at it from a perspective of it's just a plant that grows on this planet, and we don't really have a right to put a patent or any kind of rules on plants. It is quite ridiculous when
It's preposterous.
it is so. It's an atrocity against nature to actually put some kind of restrictions on plants that grow on this planet. That's just like saying, okay, maple trees are illegal because if I chew on the seeds, it irritates and it's very bitter. Yeah. Or,
But
like, what the fuck? Dandelions are illegal. Dandelions are illegal because I can fucking make wine out of dandelions, so they're illegal too. And what else can be illegal here?
No, we have in Chinese in Hong Kong we have a kind of dessert. It's made by the seed of marijuana. Yeah, we have
dessert.
a dessert.
Okay, yeah, from hemp seed. Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, and it's
like a
how long?
soup.
Okay, that's great. And how long have you made that in China? Probably for thousands of years, right?
Yes.
See, there you go.
Many years.
Thousands of years it's been made. So there you go.
So
Do people get a
when
when they eat that?
So when the seeds transport to Hong Kong as a material, as a food materials, the seed itself must be cooked. That way it won't grow. You know what I mean? They can sell you the seed, but the seed must be cooked before import into Hong Kong.
Okay. Is it okay if I'm gonna join my voice chat room? So if there's people in my voice chat room, they're gonna come out and ask questions for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, anybody listening?
Get ready.
I'm
Ready.
going to the
Get ready to
Discord.
Yeah, get ready.
I'm in the Discord.
Chuck, if you came to California or Nevada or whatever, and somebody offered to share some of their marijuana with you, Chuck, would you feel comfortable partaking?
Maybe not. Depends.
Well, that depends if it's coming from Jimmy and us compared to someone else.
Okay. I believe that'll work. I think it's hooked up.
I hope
Okay.
it
There's
will.
nobody in there yet, but it's hooked up. So if you go to the people that are in my Discord live show and Darren's Discord, that anyone who has an invite, you want to come in, you are going to be live. If you go to the live show voice chat room.
There you go.
It doesn't look like we have any takers. I'm surprised. Wow. No, I'm surprised. Okay. I have another question though. Like, if somebody was to get caught, say, a citizen, somebody's vacationing in Hong Kong with marijuana, what would happen to them?
Yeah.
I think 7 years so far.
Oh my God.
7 years.
Oh my God.
7 years?
Years of jail, yeah.
Before you can leave the country?
Most serious. That is the
That's the most
serious
preposterous thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I heard about it. I'm not too sure, but usually maybe if you're talking about an extremely serious case, if you got like whole stash,
No, I mean you're smoking a joint. You're walking down the street. You're smoking a joint.
They will treat you as a drug dealer.
Okay, put it this way: I'm in Hong Kong.
Like 12 years.
I get off the plane. I'm having a ball. I go to a Chinese restaurant or something, one of the best ones ever, and get some Peking duck. I'm smoking a joint out back.
Duck. Yes.
If you're smoking in the public, that is more serious.
And
If
I
you're
get caught.
smoking-
All of a sudden, a policeman sees me smoking this joint, and I told him that the Peking duck was talking to me. What would he do to me?
He will definitely believe you are talking to the Peking duck because of your marijuana. And they will arrest you with your marijuana together and go to the hospital and check your pee to see how much you smoke.
Oh my
And then
God!
they
So they
decide-
take you to
yeah.
the hospital and check your freaking marijuana intake?
Yeah, it depends. If you're driving, then that will be considered as how serious you're breaking the law. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
God.
So it is strict. It is serious. But
What do you think of that,
this is
Gigi?
better.
That's worse than I thought, man. Gigi, what do you think of that, man? Fuck. That's worse than your fucking
Well-
country.
Yeah, fuck my country, by the way. But no, it does make sense though when you look at it from the Chinese perspective.
Well, seriously, it quite makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if you treat it as a drug, if you treat it as cocaine, so
Exactly.
it quite makes sense, right? That's how the trick is. They push out the image of marijuana. They never tell people about marijuana can make paper. They never talk about marijuana can make medicine. They never talk about marijuana can save
Wait a
our
minute
lives.
now. Wait a minute. The
They just
Chinese
put-
people are very smart. Don't they remember making rope, hemp rope? Isn't it passed on, like the knowledge of how to do these things and the clothing
Well,
from hemp?
apparently not. Yeah, no, apparently
How
not.
did they stop the people from remembering how to do this that's been done for thousands? How did they do that to us? How did they do that to everyone in the world? I can't believe they would do that to the Chinese people. I didn't think...
That is the reason why we have programs talks about conspiracy and mind control. That's why we have programs talks about mind control or medical mafia. In Hong Kong, the health care department, which is a government department, talk about disease, talk about AIDS, talk about health care. The government department is run by a doctor. So you can imagine under the situation of medical mafia, marijuana as a medicine will take times. It will take times. So when United States start to open up, like California and Nevada, and then some other states open up with some other countries open up to the marijuana, and we will got the news. When we got the news, we will find out why. So basically, marijuana is better than smoking, and then people will start to think. So that's why the program of us will need to, we will have our program in Hong Kong is because people asking why, and people start to think, and that's how we deliver the message to them.
That's a great answer. I'm blown away though that okay, I still don't understand how they've dumbed us down to the point where 200 years ago we were farming hemp and smoking marijuana, and it was part of our culture for thousands of years before thousands of fucking years before that. So now in the last, I think it's only about 50 years to 100 years that all of a sudden, I think 1920s, now all of a sudden it's a bad thing and it's a drug and it's really bad, and now everyone doesn't remember what we did before that?
People don't even remember that used to be a lot of medicine made by hemp. They have hemp oil. All those are made by hemp. And those hemp actually are marijuana. And under the conspiracy theory is because hemp, which is the cannabis, is so powerful to everybody and so powerful to human life. And you can make fuels, you can make paper, you can make clothes, you can make so many things, and it can cure so many diseases. Because of that will jeopardize a lot of, let's say, people who get more money.
Hey, what is your thoughts about petroleum, sir?
What do you mean about that?
What do you think of petroleum in general in China? Are you teaching the people how bad it is?
Oh, China government that actually help encourage people to use another options of energy like solar panel. They build a lot of solar panel on the sea. They build a lot of solar panel on. Because they have land, they have many places. So China government actually encourage people to use another kind of energy instead of gas.
Do they encourage windmills? Like, are you allowed to put windmills in your backyard instead of using the regular hydro? Can you just hook that in without having to go through all the bullshit we do here? Thousands of dollars it costs for us to have an electrician hook it up, and then they want to take the energy out of your whatever excess, put it back into the grid, and give you a few cents for that. Well, and really,
I think the China government did actually heading to this direction. As I read the newspaper a couple of weeks ago,
it's a fucking joke,
the China government actually not only encourage the people to study new source or encourage the citizen to use another kind of new source, but they were planning to abandon nuclear power in maybe 20 years.
Oh, really? Damn. Thought they had something better than that 100 years ago. We don't need nuclear power. We don't need any of this shit. We don't need petroleum to poison your children. There's free,
You're right.
There's free,
You're right.
There's free magnetic. You can make a magnetic, pretty much perpetual motion motor.
Yeah.
Out of magnets. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why are we using this stuff that? You walk down the street, and your children are breathing in.
That is simple. If you want to know why, you just follow the source of money.
Okay, this is what I want to. Yeah. This is what I want to tell you. Okay, okay, yeah, the source of money, and that's right, and it's really evil. And okay, the Chinese people, you got to tell them. Okay, when you walk down the sidewalk, your kids are walking to school or whatever. They're breathing in those toxic shit, carcinogenics from petroleum burning from cars. They're right in their face, beside the sidewalk. That's killing them. That's killing your kids, right?
In Beijing, yes.
It causes cancer and all kinds of shit. That's what causes cancer, not tobacco smoke. That's ridiculous. You can go into a room with 1,000 people smoking cigarettes and you won't kill you. But if you go into a room with a car burning, it'll kill everyone.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Yeah. So there's my point. Yeah. And that fucking says it all. And what's worse?
Hey, Wolfman.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. Hey, Wolfman.
Yeah.
I came in late, so I don't know. Maybe you touched on this, but I thought you had the Chinese guy on there to talk about some goddamn UFOs, not about your.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's talk. Okay, ask him about the UFOs. This is Willie, by the way. Chuck, this is my friend Willie from Alaska.
Hi, Willie.
How is he on here? I don't see him.
He's in my Discord chat room.
All right.
My
let's hear
voice
it.
chat. Yeah.
William, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I just thought Wolfman was kind of sidetracking you with his fucking Green Planet agenda. And my understanding from the tweet that that little cunt Eric sent out, you were a UFO guy from fucking China. And I was just trying to stop the show before Wolfman derailed it.
Okay. Should I say thank you?
That wasn't fake news. That was real news by Willie. Real news by Willie.
That's Willie trying to keep us on track. All right, let's get back to the UFOs. All right. Okay.
All right.
There might be spaceships. Now, do you want to tell me about your? I know you had a wild interaction with something that's pretty cool. Maybe you want to tell Willie about that, what happened, and the pictures you got. Your most coolest. I don't think he's heard it. Chuck,
you talking to me?
yeah, Chuck,
Oh, go ahead.
your most, you know, the thing you're famous for, the sighting that you got the pictures of and everything, and maybe you want to explain to Willie the UFO encounter.
Oh, you mean my own?
Yes,
my own
yes,
experience?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. When I was 13, which is about 30 something years before, and then when we finished dinner, we were living in an apartment, and I grew up. When we finished dinner, we all go up to the rooftop of the building. Me, my father, and two of my sisters, they were twins. So we go up to the building, and the opposite side of the building is a hillside. Okay, so what the rooftop is 13 floor high. Okay, it's a famous building of if you watch the Transformer or if you watch Ghost in the Shell, then you saw this building with a lot of blocks building up. You know, that was the real building, and that was the building I lived when I saw the UFO on the rooftop of that building. Then around 7:30 at night, one of my sisters suddenly pointed to the sky, and she asked, "What is that?" And when I look up to that thing, is an orange ball, like the best way I can describe it is like a Japanese comic, Dragon Ball Z. It was like an orange ball with some movement in the middle of the ball itself. It was like color waters. It was like you stirring a cappuccino. It was like something is moving inside. It changed color, but basically it's orange. And I don't know how big that is because it's quite far. And it started making a few turns on the top of a hill. It was like an action of trying to find something, trying to search something. And I was kind of scared. And I hold my dad's arm. I said, okay, let's go home. But my dad insists to stay and watch. He said, this is something funny, something weird. So, of course, we want to stay around and watch longer. So the whole duration of sighting is about 3 or 4 minutes. And then it's flying all the way back to the hillside and disappear. And that was my first sighting. And after many years, when I
wait a minute. Can I ask you a question right there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you guys have any missing time at all? Do you know? Did you recall? Did it seem like the clock went ahead real quickly when you went back to whatever you were doing after that sighting?
No, okay. The case is I don't know. We don't know because we don't even know what that is. We don't even have a clue of a UFO. We don't have knowledge at all about UFO. So this is something weird. So of course we won't aware about the time, even if the time is missing. Probably when we go back to the house, probably my mom will ask, "What takes so long?" Probably that happens. I don't know, but I don't have answers. I don't know whether I have missing time on that event. Okay, so I cannot answer that. Probably yes, probably no.
Okay. Okay,
we don't look at the watch anyway.
Okay, I saw something very similar to me from your description. I've heard you tell your story before, and like the fireball orange kind of thing. It looked like it was moving intelligently. Did you see it shoot down any sort of energy beams at the ground or anything like that?
No, I wish I can. I wish I have, but no. It just make a few circular movement on the top of the mountain, and sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow down. It's even slow down till it almost stop, and then it start moving again. So it does change speeds, and it does change direction intentionally. Okay, that is all I can describe. It's not like a balloon, flowing with the air because of the air direction change. It does change intentionally, and then after a few turns, and then it fly back and disappear at the back of the sky. Okay, and then one thing I want to add up into it is, and then many years later, and then because of some situation, it reminds me about this event. So I went to talk to my sisters. One of my sisters simply remembered nothing. And one of my sisters said, I seems like have a little image about it, but not too sure. And then I went to ask my father. My father also answered, I think maybe yes, maybe we saw once, but he doesn't remember at all. And I don't remember, but I suddenly remember because I have the second sighting and the third sighting, and that reminds me about the first sighting. So I am the one in the family in the event who remembers so clearly about everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever considered talking to a city planner or a structural engineer, or maybe even better, like a news station that flies helicopters? Because they all have simulations in an urban environment that show the updraft that the wind creates, even though it can seem calm out, that the buildings will affect, and it'll affect the helicopters. And I know you people over there, you're probably familiar with the goddamn Chinese lanterns, and there's, obviously everyone's got firecrackers over there. So if there was
I have difficulty to listen to who's talking. I cannot hear. It's
really?
Very weak.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I cannot hear what he said.
Okay, hang on. I get it. Okay. Try again, Willie. Sorry.
Is that any better now?
That's better, yeah.
Oh, yeah, much better.
I was just, as far as that first sighting you're talking about, and obviously you're familiar with, Chinese lanterns and all that stuff, and there's a lot of goddamn firecrackers over there. Have you ever gone to a structural engineer or a city planner, or what I would suggest is like a news station that flies helicopters over cities? Because they have computer printouts that show, even on a calm day when the wind's not blowing, you'll get an updraft that's caused by the skyscrapers and stuff that can make an ordinary object appear to be actually moving. And if so, maybe you could backtrack on your data and you can almost map out where the air is going to flow in a city. So you could eliminate it being something like a goddamn Chinese lantern or something.
Yeah. Well, I know what you're talking about, a Chinese lantern, and that actually makes some misunderstanding in London before. In London, somebody filmed like thousands of UFO traveling the skies. We know that is a lantern because, we saw lanterns all the time. So we will know that is not a flying object with fire inside. It was like a ball shape, and the thing moving in there is hard to explain. It is not like an ordinary fire lantern in there. And don't forget, those lanterns we have these days is so small.